All right, week 45, the Phoenix AMRAP, and this is Monday, Wednesday, because we now have 3 workouts of the week. Jeremy Purefoy, our program designer. Tell us about those 3 workouts too, Jeremy, as far as rotation, and then we'll get into the program.
All right, so as of right now, until we can figure out if we want to do something different, it's going to alter every week. So every week will be different. So like this one says Friday's gonna be a different workout. Again, with this, they're gonna be saying some of the similar movements because I don't want to make it too crazy on the coaches. So now that they're learning a new set of exercises, although there will be some new ones, but it won't be a whole completely different workout. So every Friday and Saturday will switch. So this week coming up will be Friday, next will be Saturday, will be a different workout, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday. So it's gonna alternate between Friday and Saturday when that third exercise or third workout would be. And that'll kind of be like the ending of the week. So now the week starts on Monday and Tuesday, there will be some little different either that Friday or Saturday with the rotation. Now, eventually, if you want to add 2 different workouts, we can, but as of right now, that's what we're doing and getting a feel for some different formats as well. So this week you'll see that I have a partner style workout for Friday's workout. I feel like we can get a little more engagement. It'd be a good opportunity to get some energy lines going before the class starts or after the warm up. And set them up with like a little partner, and I'll explain that more as we get to that. So, yep, we're on to our Phoenix AMRAP. So Phoenix AMRAP is gonna be Monday and Wednesday, so they're still able to progress, get a feel for it on Monday. By Wednesday, hopefully they can progress in this movement, this workout, this format, and pick up some heavier weight if it calls for that. All right. So our first round on the Phoenix AMRAP is 20 on, 10 off, 4 times around. You're gonna see mainly seating movements, so it's quick transitions, nothing on the floor. So obviously it's not taking up time. Like you get on the floor for 20 seconds off 10, it's too fast for transition. So rapid fire, get the heart rate up, get the blood flowing before you go into the strength portion of it. So your dumbbell cleans first will be at the dumbbell station you have clean. So on this one, you can challenge pace. Would it be in 20 seconds? You don't necessarily need to go heavier with it. Just get some good quality reps. Again, more explosive, fast pace with this one. So it is a hinge. So as a hip dominant movement, you want to get the weight coming from the hips up to the shoulders. So good power with a clean. And then you have a valve side strike. So this is another one too. This is all about this. You can challenge pace, staying low on this one. Fast, so challenge pace. You have on here, you have opposite hand to opposite foot as you go through it. And then you'll go to 80-20 squat catch. This again, go around 4 times, you hit both sides twice, so there's no need to try to switch up on this one. So it's similar to you get like a little single leg squat in there at V-stance. You're still getting some single leg work in there without actually having that balance challenge in there, get your toe down. So wouldn't go too crazy heavy with the weight on this. You want to really focus on grip strength, and when you come up, kettlebell up, right? So you have that bottoms up with the kettlebell, so challenge grip strength down there as well. So don't go too heavy with this movement, and it should be all one fluid flow as you're doing it from the B stance into that squat, catching it. Hand-eye coordination, things you don't really think about, like you're going to be doing on this one. Make sure you're not smacking yourself in the face with that kettlebell. And then we're gonna go into our single arm row, into a single arm reverse fly. This one you can, if you want to be engaged, you can add a swim band around the sternum. Just lightly, nothing too crazy. If you want to add some extra resistance as a row and fly with this one, obviously if the fly it doesn't, you don't have the space for a fly, just stick with that classic TRX row. Walk your feet in deeper, makes it more challenging. Walking further up makes it a little easier. If you have meds you're comfortable with, you always put your fists right between their sternum as well to give them some extra love as well for some added engagement for that movement. And if you do need a 6 station for any reason, that would be a 4-point high knees, challenge pace on that one as well. You can add some movement to more locomotion if you want to move forward and back so they don't have to just stay stationary. If it is a smaller, you have some space in the area, you can progress them to move more with that 4-point knee as well. So if you need it, that's there for you for that 6 station. You're going to go into our AMRAP portion now. So you have your A, B, and C stations. So all B's will be like the core area, right? So the center would be core, and then you'll have your strength movements as your A and C movement. So you're gonna aim again. I always talk about aim for 5. If you want to do more strength stuff, aim for 5 reps. You're gonna work on more endurance. Go to 10. They can kind of judge that. Maybe Monday they focus more on lighter weight and aiming for that 10 reps. And Wednesday, once they did it, the workout already, they can progress some stuff a little heavier. With that, they don't always gotta stay with the 5 reps too. Obviously, 5 minutes is a long time, so if they start off with 5, they can do a pyramid, or they can start off light. Next, when they get to that kettlebell squat where they curl and press, they can go heavier, right, and then go for 8 reps, right. So like in their mind, they can pyramid the way they want to within this to increase the way, because if you train the same, remain the same. So there's always a plus to adding some heavier weight to your workout. And then as a coach, if you see someone doing something heavier, that'd be a good time for you to find your way over there to spot them with these movements. So you're gonna have your squat, curl, and press. You can elevate the heels on this to help them with the squat. Obviously, you're gonna work with a little lighter weight on this because you want to be able to hit the bicep curl into overhead press. Again, even for 10. 5 to 10 reps depending on the person. Then our core would be jackknife V up reset. So every time you complete that V up, you're gonna count that as 1 rep. This I would aim for 10 reps always, just because it's core. So go for the 10 reps and then move on. The assisted hinge. This is a good one to get some of like the thicker bands out there, right around the waistline. If you gotta double up the bands, all right, for people that might have a hard time getting into it, if you have enough bands, I would double up 2 gray bands together, have them walk out, get the tension on it. This actually will help with the hip drive. You can bring the heavier kettlebells over here in this area, since we're not going to use heavier kettlebells for the squat, curl, and press. You can keep the heavy kettlebells over by your rope area, wherever the anchor is going to be. Set your 100-pound kettlebells, your 97, your 80-pound. But even with this, for people that have issues hinging or bending, people that squat more than they actually bend, just focusing on their body weight and really trying to get the hip drive and fighting through. If they're using a thicker band, they're going to get great glute activation with this movement. So some people might not even need the weight. Just focus on your body weight and fighting that resistance as you hinge back, getting that glute activation. So again, that can be anywhere from 5 to 10 reps for that movement. Then we're gonna go into our second section, or wherever this is set up in your room. Work with a sandbag, surge, rams, hip fighters. So you have a lot of options you can utilize on this one with when it comes to equipment. A front load, side lunge. So with the side lunge on this one, I want you to stay on the same side. So you're gonna go 10 on the right side, then you go 10 on the left side. Very important to keep your toes straight, shoulder square, push the butt back. This is when you build the beach up, right? So you don't want no flat butt going into the side lunge, all right? And with this, really try to drive up through the heel and give yourself a little balance chance at the top of the movement, so you can go to the single leg right back into the lunge. So again, complete 5 to 10 reps on your right side, go to 5 to 10 reps on your left side, and then move on. Now, if the weight is too much, another station too, again, you might see members that have a hard time with their side lunge, so mastering their form is going to be important too on this. So if you see like their toes are flaring out, knees going past the toes or the ankle, really try to guide them to, again, understand toes straight, shoulder square, press the hips back, and then before they even add any weight to the station. They're gonna go into a Spider-Man plank. So again, high or low, having a plyo box near them on this one. They can stay on one side, go for 10 on one, 10 on the other, or they can alternate, counting to 20, hitting 10 on each side. Working those obliques, and then move right on to the stability ball. ISO hold with that single arm chest press. Another station you might want to find yourself at, again, to help members as they progress in this one. They're going to hold up the whole time. Again, they go for 5, they can go for 10, get that chest press complete, go to the other side. All right, and then they can move on from that station going back. But this is going to be one that usually I like to stay around to help find the dumbbells if members need dumbbells. And also too, if they need that spot for that movement. And then we're gonna make our way to our final station. We have your TRX suspended pull-ups. If you have some Jedis in here, your class is to be the time to actually challenge them within that 5 minutes to get up to the pull-up bar. Maybe you help them up there with by holding their feet, to get, a few reps in there. If you have anyone that has a goal to do a pull-up, yeah, I like doing them during AMRAPs because they can actually have more time to focus on attempting that. Usually with the class going on in a circuit style with 45 or 40 seconds, that might be too fast for people to get. With this one, they can get some time with that 5 minute to work with that pull-up bar. And if it becomes too much, you can drop down and work with that suspended pull-up, 1 for 10. And we have our DECA style sit-ups. You get the 20s and 14s out there. Obviously, any weight is fine. You can even on this one, hey, if you're doing an event soon, like see how fast you can get 25 reps within that, that station. And then we're gonna go with our dumbbell hydra raises. So this will be lighter weight, especially when the lat raise, front raise, and rear delt fly. So the iso press, people be a little heavier with that one. I would say, no one, I mean, probably a select few should be doing 30 and above when it comes to the shoulder raises. All right, I will try to keep it 25 and lower for this. All right, the front raise, lat raise, and rear delt fly. So as you go with the front, lat, rear delt, that's gonna be 1 rep. Again, aiming for 5 to 10 on there. All right. And then we're gonna go into our finisher. We're gonna do a Tabata +1. You have your iron legs, your in-out abs, your bent over T extensions, 20 on, 10 off, 3 times each. And that is your Monday, Wednesday workout.